Hey everyone, it's WiNGSPANTT, and if you're watching, you know what time it is. It's time for Duels 2013. I am still playing against Meltankos here, and after he conceded the tournament to me, we just decided we're going to play some friendly matches. So here we go. Going into a match, I'm going to play Jace. I think he's playing Exalted. Yes, there we go. And we're just going to play some friendly matches, see how it goes. I'm also trying a new thing here where I'm not using like super formal recording technology. I'm just jumping with fraps, recording my audio as I go along. So the audio quality may be slightly worse, but it makes it way easier for me. And one thing I'd like to do going forward in Magic is instead of doing whole games all the time, because a lot of times it's really hard to know when you start playing the game whether or not it's going to be interesting at all. You know, I could start casting a game and maybe the person concedes on like the second turn. Is what I want to start doing is something I call magic moments. So get into matches, and when something interesting happens, I'll start casting from there and kind of see how it plays out. I think that'll allow me to do more videos more frequently. It'll also allow me to capture fewer boring videos, and it will, I don't know, just spice things up a little bit. So we'll see how that works out. And I am playing the mill deck here. Getting a pretty decent start right off the bat, throwing Grindstone in there. Grindstone is kind of like the spiritual successor of Millstone. And we're just going to keep up the Mind Sculpt here. I don't think there's anything he's going to be playing on turn 3 that's going to absolutely destroy me. So he's down to 34 cards. And I definitely changed my deck around based on that whole drunken build thing. That I did not stick with that. So he's down to half his deck already. I'm in a pretty good position. I have Body Double and Telemann Performance here. And he's got a bunch of juicy creatures in his graveyard, including Nephrox. So if I can get Body Double into play, which comes in a copy, I can choose a creature that's in a graveyard and put it into play. That's going to be absolutely nasty. He did just play Sword of Vengeance, which is pretty nasty too, which means he's going to be beating me down pretty fast soon. I can drop this guy in 5/5, so his guy's going to be 4. There we go, and I have enough mana left to counterspell, so if he tries to remove it, I can get rid of it. I'm in a very good board position. I got my 5/5 creature. I have a counterspell I can play. He's not going to be able to kill this thing unless he plays an extra spell, which I can counter. So I'm very good board position here. He drops extra Exalted in. Now his guy's going to be big enough. It's going to be big enough 5/5. We could be trading blows here. Does he get a lifelink from this? No. The question is, does he want to use all of his mana, spend his entire turn attaching this, so that basically he's going to do, like, I don't know, 5 damage to me, 6 damage to me? Then I can do 5 damage to him. The difference is, if I can get some more mana into play, I can get another creature on the board. We'll see how this goes. So he's going to attack for 6. It's got first strike. I'm not going to block that. I'm just going to take it. I'm going to swing next turn. And we'll see too, if I get a bounce creature, I could put him back way far behind. I get another island, totally fine with me. One more closer to Body Double. And let me just think for a second, like, let me just attack before I do this. What would I bring into play if I got Body Double? I can get his Royal Assassin to destroy any tapped creature. I get this Exalted Angel to gain life back. I can play Angel of Despair, 5/5, and destroy target permanent. Very nice. I can play Nephrox. So whenever I attack with it, it's a 6/6, and he has to sacrifice a creature. So a lot of good options there, so we'll see what the board position looks like by if I get a chance to play this. I basically only have 2 turns to live, though, if I don't draw something good. So let's see what he plays. I would like to mill him, too. Pillaryless Sleepless. My creature, I cannot afford to let that happen, so I'm going to counter it, because I'm not going to have the life. I guess I could have afforded that. I probably should have let that go. See, it was all a trick. It was all a trick. So now his creature is huge, and it's got protection from creatures, so I can't block it. I cannot chump it next turn. I guess it doesn't matter. Either way, he would have got it. So I'm still not going to die this turn. If I get a bounce spell, I can survive. Okay. If I get... Nope. Body Double. Body Double. Is there anything... Protection from creatures. I can drop this into play and destroy his protection from creatures. I could do that. If I play that, it'll allow me to get rid of the protection for creatures, and then I can chump block. So that's what I'm going to have to do. That's my only option to survive. So we're going to go into his graveyard. We're going to get this thing out. And now I have to destroy something. So I'm going to destroy the thing that gives him protection from creatures. So it is blockable. And now I can chump. Not only can I chump, I don't actually have to chump. I could double block. He won't be able to kill both my creatures, and then he'll lose his creature. So he's going to have to choose if he really wants to do that next turn. So that puts me in a good position. Then again, he's got 3 cards in hand. He might have removal, which may put me in a bad position again. I can tell him in performance him. No mercy. Fine with me. I don't plan attacking. I just plan to beat him with mills. So let's see what he does. Does he attack for 6? He is going to attack. So I am going to double block, and here's the thing. If I just blocked with one guy, I would die. But he doesn't have enough first strike damage to kill both my creatures. So he's going to have to choose one, which is great because that basic... Wait, why can't I block with this thing? Oh, protection from black. Oh, god damn it. I can't do that. Damn it. Alright. I have to tell him in performance him and get something good out, and it can't be a black creature or I lose the game. So this is my only chance to win, guys. Tell him in performance. Go! Please be good. Nope. Game over. GG. It was possible I could have won the game if I used Grindstone on him, and I got really lucky, and all the cards in the rest of the deck shared a color. Okay? That could have worked. I could have possibly milled him, but I would just have to be absolutely lucky and not hit any lands at all for the rest of the game, for the rest of his deck. There had to be no lands left, so pretty much that would have been incredible luck. Not going to happen. It was an interesting start to the game, though. And I think I'd like to replay this. I'd love to see a rematch. I did think this is very interesting. I got a pretty good head start, but there's definitely some tweaking that needs to be done here. I'm still learning with this J stack, and I still do think the J stack is overall pretty weak. Anyway, hope you come back for the next video. Cheers.